got something very special planned for you today. We are going to be doing some of the best medical tests as suggested by you. And first, I'm just going to start by sanitizing my hands, because for this medical test assessment, I am going to need to be touching you at certain parts, if that's okay with you. Wonderful. So, let me sanitize my hands. Wonderful. Now, firstly, we are going to be testing your eyes. I have a little flashlight here. It has a larger stream of light than a pen light does, and it's a little brighter, but it should be a little more relaxing. So I'm going to pop this on. Very good. And now what I want you to do is I'm just going to have you take a look at the wall behind me. Doesn't really matter where, just somewhere on this side. Okay? All you need to do is just hold still. So if you could focus on the wall behind me. Good. Keep focusing on the wall. It's to my left, but it would be your right. Good. Keep focusing on this side. Focus on the wall. Focus on the wall. Good. Keep focusing as I come in slow and go quick. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Slow, quick. Very good. Just keep looking at the wall. Just be coming in and out. Good. In and out. Okay. In and out. Wonderful. Now, if you could take a look at the other side here for me. So focus on this wall, wherever you'd like. Okay. And let's just take a little peek at the eyes. Just keep focusing on the wall behind me here as I look at the other side. Good. Excellent. Just keep looking at the other side. Just keep looking. looking at the wall behind me, and we'll come in and out. Good. In and out. Okay. In, out. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to have you look at a fixed object here. So we have this very shiny chrome circle in the middle of this black textured circle here. And I just want you to focus on the shiny circle here. Focus on the shiny circle. Can you read what it says on it? As I'm just bringing the light in. What kind of texture is on the black circle? Good. Just keep looking at the chrome circle. Good. Now we're just going to switch this to the other side. So if you could just look here. Actually, I'm going to flip it. So I want you to look at this very small circle in the middle of the chrome. It's very small here, flanked by the black textured circle. And what do you see here? What do you see in between the black circle? What would you name that part? And what do you think this is used for? It's a bit of a niche tool. It is a medical tool. I will give you that. Just keep focusing on that. What is it used for? Good. Just coming in and out here. Keep focusing on the piece in the center of our circles. Good. Good. Might make it a little intense. We're almost done. Just keep focusing. Wonderful. So you can blink a bit if needed. Take a moment to reacclimate, and then we're going to spend a little bit of time focusing on your face, and more specifically around your nose, around your cheeks, and around your forehead. So what I will be doing here is a type of direct percussion. And direct percussion is when we are tapping directly on the skin, and we are going to be tapping along the sinus cavities. So here we have the ethmoid. We can can tap along this area, all around. And here we get into the maxillary sinuses. And I'm not going to go quite in here as I don't want to mess up my bangs. I'm a little vain in that regard. But in the forehead, we have the frontal sinuses right up there. So I'm going to be palpating and tapping along these areas on your face. So do let me know if there is any pain or any tenderness in this. Okay, I'm going to start by very gently palpating the area to make sure that there isn't any tenderness around these areas. So if you could just hold still for me. I'm just going to come in and press, press, press. Feeling any pain or tenderness in any of this? No? Okay, and on the forehead. Any pain or tenderness? No? Let me just readjust my sleeves and then we'll just do a little bit more. Okay, now we can come in with our direct percussion. We can do the tap tap tapping along the face, so we're just going to do a little tap 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 here. Okay, tap 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 tap. Very good. And how is this? Okay, any pain or any tenderness? Not along the ethmoid here? Tap, 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 tap. Or the maxillary. Tap, 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 tap. Nothing like that. Okay, and how about the forehead here? No? If I do it with one hand? No? Okay, what if I come in right here? Any pain or tenderness in this? No, nothing in any of that. Wonderful, that is just fine. We're going to do a little bit of palpation along your lymph nodes. So you have lymph nodes all over your body. We're going to be focusing from the clavicle upwards. So we'll get into the occipital at the back of the head, generally along the hairline in that area. We can come to the postauricular nodes, back behind the ears, the pre-auricular nodes, look at the parotid gland, the jugulodigastric, We can get into the submental and submandibular, underneath the jaw. We can look at the different superficial cervical, deep cervical chain, different lymph nodes like that along the sternocleidomastoid. And we can look at supraclavicular right above the clavicle, as the name suggests. Okay? Do let me know if there's any pain or tenderness in any of this. So we'll start by going along the back of the head. Okay, and we will just be palpating here for a moment. Any pain or tenderness here? Okay, and let's sweep to the post-auricular nodes here behind the ear. Okay, and then we'll come into the pre-auricular nodes here. Okay, and then we'll come into the parotid gland a little bit. Okay, and jugulo-digastric. Okay, let's go underneath the jaw. Submental and submandibular to get a bit of a rolling motion here. These ones can be a little tricky. Wonderful. And now let's move into the neck. So we'll go down the neck a little bit here. And we'll feel for the different chains of lymph nodes here. The lymph system, one could think of like a chain. They all are connected. They all run in kind of a pattern when you get used to it. Good. And then we are going to look at the supraclavicular. Right along the clavicle. Wonderful. So let's grab our stethoscope and we will do some auscultation. Today I'm going to be auscultating or listening to your heart and your lungs. Now for the heart auscultation, I will just need you to breathe normally and I'll take a little listen to how your heartbeat sounds, how the blood is flowing through the different valves. And then with the lung auscultation, I will be moving in a ladder-like movement. And that way I can compare one side of the lung to the other, always comparing sides. And for that, I will just have you take deep breaths in and out, and I will prompt you when we do that. Okay? So let's pop this in real quick. And I'm just going to warm up the diaphragm. It can be pretty cold. So now if you could just breathe normally as I listen to your heart sounds. Okay? So we are going to start at the very top. Let's listen to the aortic sounds. And then we come over to the pulmonary. Just breathe normally. Then we can move down to the tricuspid. And we can take a listen to the mitral valve. And we have a couple different positions here. So we have the apex beat and we have Erb's point. Now I'm going to listen to the apex beat first. And the apex beat would be along the mid-clavicular line. So you have your clavicle here, right in the middle. And you have your fifth intercostal space. Your intercostals are the muscles between the ribs. So I can count those and I can go down to the fifth one, and that is where your apex beat should be, where my hands meet. So we are going to just do some mid-clavicular line, and then we go fifth intercostal space, and then we come to. So right here on your chest is where I'm going to be putting the diaphragm of the stethoscope. And just keep breathing normally. And I'll sit here for just a minute. As I listen to the apex beat. And lastly, we're going to take it down to Erb's point. So, last part is keep breathing normally. Now we can take a listen to your lungs. So I am going to place the diaphragm on your chest, and when I place it on your chest, I want you to take a deep breath in, and then I'll tell you when to breathe in and when to breathe out. But deep breaths are the key so that I can accurately listen to your lungs. So if you could take a deep breath in for me here. And out. All the way out. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in. Deep breath in and out. 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 Last one on the anterior chest. Deep breath in and out. Wonderful. Now, to listen to the posterior chest wall, I'm going to have you turn around for me just for a second. We'll take a listen to your lungs on your back. Okay. All right, I'll give you a moment just to flip around. Good. And just like we did before, I'm going to have you take a deep breath in when I place the diaphragm on your chest. And then I'll have you take a deep breath out. All the way in your lungs, all the way out. Okay. So, take a deep breath in for me. And out. Good. Deep breath in. And out. Deep breath in 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 and out. Last one on the posterior chest. Deep breath in and out. Wonderful. So you can flip back around. And I'm just going to pop this down. So lastly, we are going to be doing some inspection and palpation on your ears, okay? Be taking a look at them, maybe moving them around a little bit, feeling the quality of the skin, the cartilage, if there's any pain, if there's any tenderness there, looking behind the ears, just making sure there's nothing out of the ordinary. Now, do let me know if there is any pain or tenderness. Okay? So let's first just take a little look at the outside of the ear, the external part. I'm going to very gently, very gently look at the ear and examine the ear. with the ears. Just giving them a little once over. And then we can take a look at the back of the ear. See if there's anything going on here. Any contraindications? Okay. Very good. Let's do just a little bit of bilateral palpation here. Then we can focus on one ear at a time. This will be the longest of our tests. I want to be very thorough. Key to a good exam is the lightness of touch. The lightest amount of pressure, lightest touch that we can do, while still ensuring that we are examining thoroughly. You feel any pain or tenderness as I'm very gently squeezing the cartilage along the helix of the ear. And what about the lobe here? Any pain or tenderness? And what if we look at the tragus here? If I very gently push that in. Yours is a little more attached to the head than mine is. Mine's a little more flexible. Is there any pain or tenderness in this? And what about if I very gently palpate the antitragus? Right opposite tragus. And what about the antihelix here? Antihelix. No. Okay. So the cartilage is not tender to the touch, and there's not any pain. Okay, so let's shift gears a bit, and we will go back over to this ear first, and we will do some inspection as well as gentle palpation. I want to check each ear individually as well. As I manipulate the helix, the top of your ear, right here, mirroring the touch here. Any pain or tenderness here? Pain or tenderness here? tragus here. Anti-tragus. Just move that back and forth. Now. This is all fine. Just around the ear, all around from the pre-auricular area right in front of the ear, right here, to the back of the ear. This is the post-auricular area. We have the root of the ear, as well as the mastoid process, this little bony protrusion here, if you can feel that. It's very gentle. Very gentle. And then let's skirt over here. Do our little inspection. And if I were to palpate your helix here, as I mirror that, any pain or tenderness? And what about the lobe? And the tragus here. Okay, the antitragus. So this here is also not experiencing any pain or tenderness on its own. And these structures seem to be just normal. We look at the pre-auricular area here. And we can also look behind the ear, the post-auricular area. The hairline right here. Trace that there. Mastoid process right here. I appreciate you sitting so still for me. You're doing wonderfully. Palpate around here. and we can come back to bilateral. I've already established that your ears are in good shape, so I won't ask about how they're feeling. Round of palpation all over the ear, from the front of the ear to the back of the ear, all the way to the hairline right here, right there. Very careful along the tragus. And the surrounding cartilage. Just sweeping back behind the ears. Taking one last little look behind the ear. Very careful and very gentle. Ears are delicate. Very good. So that will conclude the ear palpation. Now we have done all the medical tests in this particular assessment, and you did wonderfully, both as a patient and with your results. So I am quite pleased with how it turned out. I'd like to thank you so much for coming here for this particular assortment of medical tests. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I create primarily medical, alternative medicine / pseudoscience, and personal attention ASMR roleplays. If you want to check out a specific category of my videos, my channel playlists have everything from sci-fi to historical to even fantasy videos. If you want to support my work, consider checking out my Patreon profile in the description box, where I offer early access to videos, exclusive content, and MP3 downloads of my videos. My social